So this camera doesn't look very straight. Let me try to fix this. Is this better? Ooh, that looks really straight. Hey, it's Jessica, your elimination guide, and I want to question your beliefs around sugar because even though it's there and we know it's not good for us, we still eat it. We continuously eat it. There's no end to sugar in anybody's diet, and it really doesn't matter what country you live in. I've lived in multiple countries, and there is a sugar issue in every single one. So it all comes down to why do you continuously eat the sugar, even though you know it's not good for you? Well, here it is. Sugar is addicting. It's absolutely addicting. Sugar is the first addiction that we probably formed in our lives. As children, we were given sugar, and this creates a cascade of, okay, let's go again. Okay, sugar. I'm just gonna say it, okay? Sugar is an addiction. Sugar is an addiction, and we are all addicted to it. Unless you are of the minority. Congratulations, really. Awesome. But for most of us, sugar is an issue. And it's an issue because it's addicting. But it's also part of the system. So the system has created sugar. So the system has placed sugar as our first and strongest addiction. Sugar is robbing you from the energy to have free will. Sugar is depleting our bodies of energy and nourishment from literally head to toe. It affects our cognition. It affects our memory. Sugar affects our sugar blood levels. It affects our insulin production. Like, sugar is the number one processed ingredient that we are addicted to, but it's also there for us to ingest in order to fail, because the system has been set up in a way that we comply, we lose our self-authority, and we are conditioned into being people that we never created consciously. So sugar is keeping us down, not only in health, but also in our personal elevation. Sugar is affecting us on so many levels, and okay, I don't know how to say this. Not only is sugar, I don't know how to say this, but it seems like sugar has been placed by the system that is suppressing us on purpose. It's like they created and processed the sugar and made it a common ingredient that is going to be in almost everything pre-made and prepared and produced, it's made as an ingredient for us to consume daily. And because it's so widely accepted and everything we've grown up with, like, we don't even stop to think about it until it becomes an issue in our lives. And by now we all know if we have an issue or we don't have an issue. Only you know. And same goes with your health. Your health is in your hands. And nothing is going to change if nothing changes. So at some point, you must make a conscious decision that you are going to break out of the system you've been conditioned to be in, and instead create the system that works for you, that's going to keep you in alignment with who you are and who you came here to be. Does that make sense? Go ahead and rewind that, because that is where the juice is at. It feels so good to be in this mode of creation, because it is so fun. It's like a mile marker set out for me to continually follow the joy. So the more I follow the joy and the more I find these things that make me absolutely thrilled, is an absolute fucking win. It's a fucking win. Like, how can I go wrong? And even if I take the wrong turn, I can always re-navigate my course, find the center, my balance, and carry on in the flow of joy. It's that simple, but we make it complicated, and we forget because we've eaten too much sugar. Okay, so the system is brilliant. We know that the food industry is a huge part of the system that is conditioning us. So how brilliant is this? The food system, which is an industry, the food industry, which profits heavily off of our addictions and our cravings and our money that we worked for, that we exchanged our valuable time for. We are now supporting our sugar addiction by the shit we buy and the food we eat, etc. So we're only feeding the system. The more sugar you eat, the happier, the richer the system is, because we are then in compliant mode, because then we don't have any more energy to do us good, to make the choices and take action on what really brings us joy and what is going to uplift us. So I would rethink my beliefs on sugar if I were you. Look, you're not broken. You've just been programmed to fail. And we are about to rewrite that script. Join me in the Covolution. Follow the link in my bio. Download the free kitchen elimination guide. Start there. Send me an email. Leave me a comment. Ask me questions. I'm a real person, and I'm really here, and I'm ready to guide you. So I'll see you in the next video.